Hi, this is Tom Duggan with the DTC Employee Spotlight. History was made during the 2012 football season at Gordonsville High School as the Tigers won their second Gridiron State Championship and their first since the 1984 season. As you might expect in a small, close-knit community like Gordonsville, there are many connections between the team that won state almost 30 years ago and the one that captured the title again in the fall of 2012. One of those connections leads us to turn our DTC Employee Spotlight on Steve King, an 18-year DTC employee, quarterback of the 1984 Gordonsville State Championship team, and the proud father of Noah King, a starting tight end and defensive end on the 2012 state champion Tigers. We caught up with the father-son duo at Turney Ford Field in Gordonsville to reminisce about their respective state title runs. Steve, tell me what you remember most about the 1984 state championship season.
Well, of course, the winning the state is the main thing, but there's also, being with the guys that I'd been with pretty much my whole life. We played all kinds of sports together. That is one thing that I really miss.
What makes football so important in a small community like Gordonsville?
Most everybody here has went to school here. Plus, being this small, you don't have all the attractions that you would in a bigger city. So most everybody, they kind of gather around the center of the city, which is the school.
You yourself won a state football championship. Your son this past season won a state football championship. What was more special for you, winning it yourself or getting a chance to watch your son win one?
I've thought about this quite a bit. I can't say that either one or the other is the most important or the most special. They both are very special. Being the first and then having a son to do it too.
Noah, tell me what was most special to you about winning the state championship, about the season in general?
Well, I think the most important and the most special to me was how all of my friends and just we're the brothers and we became this one tight bond and we've been playing since we were in the 6th grade. So I think it's just special because we all got to witness it together and be in that situation and win it together.
Your team goes to Tennessee Tech for the Blue Cross Bowl championship game. You look up in the stands, it's a sea of blue there. Explain what that feeling was like for you personally and for your team itself.
Well, personally, I didn't really look at it until we went in for halftime. I walked out, didn't pay attention to nothing to the crowd. I was just focused on what I had to do. But whenever I came back out, whenever we went in at halftime, I just looked up, I was like, that just made me feel good. It gave me the jitters, gave me goosebumps, and just went out and played the second half.
Noah, your dad won a state championship back in 1984. Your senior class, guys that have been together playing football for a long time, and there was a lot of expectations for that group to possibly bring a gold ball back to Gordonsville. Did you yourself feel any pressure going into the season to win a state championship this past year?
Yes, sir, it was a lot of pressure because we've had people tell us from day one that our group was the certain one to win state. So there was a lot of pressure because we wanted to go in and make everybody happy and show everybody that we were the team that would win state.
Now to both of you, what special bonds, not just as father and son, but also as Gordonsville football players or state champions, what bonds will you always hold together being that father-son relationship and Gordonsville state champions?
That's a memory that we can pass on for generations. Anytime we have a family get together, something to talk about, something to, to enjoy together.
It's a great memory to know that my dad won and that I won, and knowing that we can talk about it together and we can always dog on each other for what Dewey did wrong and what I did wrong. It always will be there with us, and we'll always have a big smile on it.
Do you see yourself always being a part of Gordonsville football, not just its history, but in the future as well?
I see us being a part of the Gordonsville football history and the future because we won state, and there's other kids out there that will look up to that and be like, I want to do that. I want to set my mind to winning state, and that's what they'll do, and they'll go and try to win state.
I've kind of been a part of it ever since he was in the 3rd grade. Like I said, we started out in the junior pro. Probably the first 2 years I spent going around to his baseball teams, his soccer teams, the basketball teams, asking parents of the boys to bring them out, try them out. If they don't like it, they go home, and it's just branched from, I think there was 2 in his class, and it's branched into, 20 kids now as a senior. And at one time, it was up to 32.
All right, we're going to have some fun on this last question, and I'm going to let you two fight it out. Who is, I guess we'll go was, Steve, since it has been a few years, the better Gordonsville football player?
I'll let him answer that first.
He's just scared. I believe, personally, he might be able to throw the ball better than me, but I personally think that I'm the best because I'm always going to dog on him. I believe I'm the best. I'm faster than him, stronger than him. He won't want to mess with me.
He don't want to play now for sure, right?
Okay. He knows when he runs around that end, I'm going to be right there waiting to crack him.
Okay, now the truth. Physical ability, he's got me beat bad. I was 5'11", 145 pounds. He was that as a freshman probably. But heart and soul, I've got him beat bad. Because I had to work harder to achieve half of what he can achieve with just his strength and ability.
Father, son, state champions. It's a special bond they will always share. Steve King in our DTC Employee Spotlight and his son Noah King, bound by not only their father-son relationship, but also bound by football history in the small community of Gordonsville. I'm Tom Duggan, and this has been a DTC Employee Spotlight.